effect. Photoelectric effect means when light incident on metal surface, electrons emitted from that metal surface. This phenomenon is said to be photoelectric effect. For example, if you take a metal, right, this is the surface part, right? Okay, or as in three dimensional, if you take this is the one top, when light incident onto the surface of the metal, right, these are light rays, then electrons ejected, these are emitted electrons. This phenomenon is said to be photoelectric effect. It means when a light ray incident on metal surface, then electrons ejected or emitted from that surface, from that which surface, metal surface. Right? This phenomenon is called photoelectric effect. Right? First, this was explained by Hodge in the year. This was explained by Hodge in the year 1897. By considering ultraviolet radiation onto the metal surface, he has taken UV radiation. But whereas in the year 1905, Einstein explained, in the year 1905, Einstein explained this photoelectric effect by incidenting normal radiation. And that incident light, he considered that incident light as the stream of photons, right? By incidenting light, and considered that light as a stream of photons. Right? In this case, when light incident onto the metal surface, then electrons ejected from the surface. This is a photoelectric effect. But these are the light rays which are incident onto the surface of the metal, and that light rays having some frequency, wavelength, velocity, all those. That's why here in this for this emission of electrons, some frequency required. That frequency is said to be threshold frequency, right? It means the minimum frequency required for the emission, or simply to the emission of electrons, is called threshold frequency. Threshold, until unless that frequency, electrons could not ejected from the metal surface. We not here, right? So it means whenever light incident onto the metal surface, it must require some frequency. When that incident light frequency is equal to the threshold frequency, then only electrons ejected from the metal surface. So that's why here the minimum frequency required for emission of electrons is said to be threshold frequency, right? And here kinetic energy of photoelectrons, like in this case, whatever the electrons emitted, those electrons are said to be photoelectrons, right? And which, for example, here already we mentioned, so metal, where, right, when light incident, then electrons ejected, right? This metal is said to be photosensitive metal. Here this is photosensitive sensitive metal or simply material, right? And the emitted electrons are to be photoelectrons. Photoelectrons. When electrons emitted, they must be under the motion. That's why they have some velocity. When those electrons having velocity, then they must possess some kinetic energy. The kinetic energy of photoelectrons, what are emitted from the metal surface, right? Electrons varies with the, right? It changes with the frequency of incident light. It should be depends on frequency of incident light. The frequency of incident light. It means for the emission of electrons, the frequency also required, right? Whenever the incident frequency is equal to threshold frequency, then only electrons ejected, and the electrons ejected and that must be under motion. They must have some kinetic energy. The kinetic energy of that photoelectron should be where depends on frequency of incident photons, that is incident light, right? So this is about the photoelectric effect. So if you see here, we are having a small circuit for this. We are having a small circuit. Let me see here. So we are taking metal, right? We are keeping cathode and anode, and we are connecting them to the battery, right? And also we are keeping some resistance value, right? And again connected to voltmeter and also ammeter, whereas this is micro ammeter. Right, this is cathode, right, and this is anode, right? Negative, positive. Now when light incident light, this is the incident light, whatever we are seeing incident light, we are focusing onto the negative plate here, right? This is the negative and this is positive incident light rays. Then electrons shifts towards the positive plate and they ejected. This phenomenon, this is the circuit, right? According to Einstein, says here we are having voltmeter, ammeter, battery, right? So when incident light incident at the negative plate, then what happens? Electrons shift towards the positive plate, right? When photons collide with the electrons in the metal, right, these are the light which consisting of photons. When photons incident onto the metal and they collide with the electrons in the metal, they give up some energy to the electrons, and these electrons require some energy to escape from the metal surface. Escape from metal surface. This is said to be work function, right? Work function W naught. So work function here, work function is nothing but kinetic energy. That is W naught is equal to kinetic energy, that is of, work function W naught, and this work function is equal to h mu, right? Nu dash. Frequency of incident photon frequency is nu, and the frequency of ejected electron is nu dash. This is the value, right? According to Einstein, right, here we are having h nu is equal to h nu dash plus of mv square. So what is h here? Planck's constant. Nu is incident photon energy, nu dash is emitted electron frequency, frequency of incident photon, frequency of emitted electron, velocity of emitted electron. So again, right, whatever we are incidenting h nu energy onto the metal surface. Now electrons ejected, that electrons having some energy in the form of this E is equal to h nu and E is equal to half mv square, kinetic energy, and this one. So according to law of conservation of energy, incident energy should be equal to the emitted energy. That's why h nu is equal to h nu dash plus half mv square. So here h nu dash is already is said to be work function plus kinetic energy of electron. This is maximum kinetic energy. This is h nu. This equation is said to be Einstein's photoelectric equation. So this equation is said to be Einstein's photoelectric equation. Right. So here, what are the fundamental laws of this photoelectric effect? We will see in the next class.